Screams of excitement filled the room as supporters of Jessica's House find out that they are $100,000 closer to their goal.
Tears of joy, tears of joy. Man, I am speechless.
Jessica's House just won a national competition organized by Aviva Insurance. Their project to build Huron County's first hospice garnered over 100,000 votes and wowed judges with their plan to honor 22-year-old Jessica Hamather. She died of cancer last year. The hospice will bear her name.
The support is just been immense. This weekend alone, $20,000 was raised in the community.
Yes! It turns out Jessica's House may need that funding because there may not be any coming from the local health integration network. The Southwest LHIN, which governs healthcare in a large portion of southern and midwestern Ontario, says they have funding for 10 hospice beds in Huron and Perth County. There's a recommendation sitting on their desk today, which recommends 4 of those beds be in Clinton and 6 in Stratford. Jessica's House is not part of that recommendation, therefore would not receive any operational funding. It's only a recommendation, but it comes from years of meetings and study by local stakeholders. Jessica's House proponents have already raised over $1 million and plan on raising millions more in the coming months, but are still hopeful they can convince the LHIN that Jessica's House deserves at least some operational funding.
We're not sure 10 beds is the right model. We think maybe 13 that was recommended in the beginning is the right model, which means that we could have a couple of locations in Huron County that would serve the entire population and overlap with Perth, and that would be a really good solution.
In Huron County, it's a very dispersed population. There is no clear population center. And so right now the recommendation to put the beds geographically central is what the committee thinks is the most logical thing to do right now. That being said, it's still just a recommendation at this point, and as the proposal moves up the chain of committees, it is subject to change.
But LHIN funding or not, with over $1 million in the bank already, Jessica's House breaks ground early next year. In Exeter, Scott Miller, CTV News.